Just the other day, I was going over some training with my teams, and we were talking about the phonotypes. And typically, the phonotypes is kind of what we use with our clients, and basically what we see working the best for our clients. Now, keep in mind, uh, these phonotypes are all different, right? So some work better for others, while others don't work as good with other people. So I'm going to show you exactly what works with your marketing, with what your funnels are, and that way you can kind of get a better understanding of what you believe will work. So whenever a client comes on to us, typically we will create what's called a appointment style funnel or sales call funnel, so to speak. It just depends, right? And what that funnel typically looks like, if I can move this out here, typically it looks like this. People will come in from, let's say, a Facebook ad, and then they would go straight to a landing page, and then from there we would ask them some information, so they'd go into and fill out an application form. You guys probably know already how this works. And then from there they'll book a calendar, and then after that they'll go to a thank you page, right? So that's the basic style funnel. Now, for some people, this works perfectly well, and it helps them get traction because they get people that opt in, and they get them on their text messaging and email list. After that, they fill out an application form, which kind of helps understand what their goals are and where they are in the process, and it helps kind of pre-qualify people. So, for example, if I have clients that have really trouble selling, and their tickets are not really expensive, so we just put the price ticket in the application, say, hey, are you able to invest and afford this if you believe this can help you? And then people say, yeah. So when they get them on a call, obviously it's easier because they already know how much it's going to cost. And then obviously we get these people booked automatically into an appointment, and then they booked, and then they go to a page, and then that's it, right? So what happens with some clients is this. Some clients we run this for, it goes great, like nothing to change. We might have to alter the questions on the application form a little bit, and then we might have to maybe even change the landing page a little bit based on the feedback that they're getting, the audience types that they're getting, based on the audience that or is if they are aware of their brand or not. And then, it works. Now, for some clients, let's say they have trouble. They get people that fill out the app, they get people that book an appointment, but they don't get nobody to show up. Nobody's showing up. So how do we fix that? So the other type of funnel that we may create is this. We might modify this a little bit, and then they might go, let's say, to an opt-in page. And then from there, they might go and fill out an application form, right? Application. And then from here, um, we know that we want them to book the appointment. However, there's no sense in getting all of these appointments booked if nobody's showing up and if they don't have the staffing to call these people and get these people to show up and talk to them. So what we do is we put something in the middle of this step. So we take that step, we put something in the middle of it that can kind of help give them a little bit more better quality and pre-frame them. And that might be a webinar replay. And the reason we like webinar replays is because, it's no longer than 17 minutes long or so. The person at the end of that call, the sales rep, the brand, the owner, whoever, when they're talking about their program, they're talking about how it works, how it helps them, if this is a good fit for them, and then they might have a few case studies at the end of the webinar. And that warms these people up. It warms them up to a huge degree to the where they trust this as a person, as a brand, and it helps create that moment of excitement. It helps create that urge to want to move forward with this. And then, so following that, we may send them straight from a webinar replay to a sales page. And then from there, the sales page, which sells them into the appointment, and whether they pay for the appointment. Honestly, some people pay like $10, $20. We have doctor clients that charge $89, and they actually pay for that appointment so that your time ain't wasted. And if they pay, they're going to show up. And then obviously from there, boom, they go to a calendar. Now you might be wondering, why on earth would I do this? Why won't I just take them from the webinar replay to the calendar, right? Well, we've done that before. And we see that it doesn't work as good as taking them from a webinar replay to a sales page. And here's why. When you take them from the webinar replay to the calendar, even though you might pitch the calendar in the replay, you might pitch that that's where they're going to go, this is what's expected of them, it still, there's something that's missing. And whenever there's one thing missing, one thing, they won't convert. So we got to find what's missing and put that in that step. So we typically like to take them through a super in-depth process. And don't worry, you're getting people that are dropping off. However, you can still call them. You've got their email address way up at the top of the funnel, but talking to those people are going to be a little bit more different than talking to the people who go all the way through this. You know what I mean? So we like to take these people from that webinar replay, what we pitched them in that replay, blah blah blah. Let's say we're pitching them a consultation, whatever, right? Boom. Then they go to this sales page. This sales page video is selling the consultation. It's selling why they need to go to this, why they need to book to this, people who booked to this already. So you see how it's a little different? It's targeting only that one thing that they need to do. Versus the replay talked about what we do, how we do it, people we've helped. It's just all over the place. So if you've got people that skipped certain parts, now you see what I'm saying. Now you see it ain't going to work as good. So now you want to have that step in between there. So they go to the sales video. The sales video pitches them the consultation. You know, if you don't have to have a video, you can, but it's better to have a video on there. Something short, like 2-3 minutes, you talking to directly to that one person. In the webinar replay, you're kind of talking to like a whole lot of people. That's the image, right? So in the sales video, instead of talking to everybody, they're only talking to you. And now like, hey, you, thank you for coming here. This is why you're here, because you want to do this, do this, do this. And then they click that button and go straight to book the appointment. And then boom, they go to a thank you page. And typically sometimes we might take them to, let's say we take them to a thank you page, right? And then from the thank you page, they can click a button on there as an option, just optional, right? And then we might take them to a conversation inside of Facebook or inside of whatever you got going on, you know. If you don't want to take them to that, if you don't want to take them to that, and then you want to grow up your platform, let's say on TikTok or whatever, you can take them to your TikTok, a link that goes there, whatever. You can, you know, or if you don't want to do that, there's a link there. They click it, and you want them to go to YouTube because you want them to watch something and like your channel. You can take them to YouTube, and then you can have a hyperlink in there. Let me show you what it is. Okay, let's say for example, they click that link and they go to the YouTube, right? Let's just pretend this is your YouTube channel right here, right? So this channel, this is your code to go to the channel, right? And all you've got to do is put that this code, this channel ID number, put that in here, put that right in here. Boom, 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 boom. And you see how I pasted that code? And then question mark subscribe underscore confirmation 1. So whenever they click that link to go watch your YouTube video or to subscribe, you know, the thank you page could say, hey, yeah, I want you to watch this, and then if you like it, I want you to come subscribe, right? We want to keep them flowing. We want to keep them going and keep them, you know, interacting with you. But let's say they go there, right? So all I got to do is boom, bam, and then that subscribe is going to pop up and say, hey, do you want to subscribe? Um, I'm already subscribed, so that's why it's not doing that. But let me unsubscribe and then go there and then boom, you'll see it say, hey, do you want to subscribe? And then click the subscribe and then you subscribed. So that's a great thing to do because obviously If your pitch on that page is good enough to get them to the YouTube channel and subscribe, they'll click it and it instantly pop up in their face to subscribe versus them finding the subscribe button, which is still not hard to find, but you want to have that little step. So I hope that this is very valuable for you. We got that funnel that we can do, and typically people will show up because of the stuff we're giving them. I mean, if they're going through all this stuff, come on, they're going to show up. And then boom, keep them moving. Let's say we're going to take them to Facebook Messenger to talk to you. We're going to give them something for free on there, or they like a video, and then you want to build your subscriber list. Click there, and then they go there. So that's very, very valuable. Another type of stuff that you can run, um, we basically got people like to run this one. Facebook ad to an opt-in page, then to a calendar, and then boom, thank you page. That's fine. Um, just think about what you got to do when these people book. I mean, you still got to call them and get them to establish rapport with you, unless you're Tony Robbins. And if you are a good, well-established brand, they're going to come and show up. They're going to come because they trust your brand. Another one is a Facebook ad to an opt-in funnel. An opt-in that goes to a sales page and then goes to a booking calendar. And then that sales page, we're kind of pre-framing them, tell them who we're looking for, who we're not looking for. It's quite similar to the application, but you're going to get people that might just click without watching everything or doing everything, and then you're going to get a little bit of some worms in there. I already showed you this one application. We're going to replace sales video calendar. Thank you. And then we've got the Facebook lead form that's getting the cheapest results, but not the best quality, depending on your creative and your market you're targeting, right? But they sign up on a lead form, get their information, and then boom, go to a phone call. And I put 2 phone calls in here. Sometimes it depends on what your industry is. You might require 2 calls to get these people to move forward just because they don't really know you. So these are the other type of funnels. The funnel that I like the best, I do like that sales call funnel. The most profit all of our clients are making from is the sales call funnel, guaranteed. But I do like this one. This one is a great one. It's like giving away free valuable stuff in the ad, taking them to a funnel, and then in that funnel they opt in to get some more free stuff, email, calendar. That's a long-term tactic, but the quality is more better, and you're going to be getting more organics. So it's good to run them all. Another one is Facebook Pain plus Solution in the ad. Goes straight to the free stuff, opt in, email, calendar. And then that's obviously important. These 2 emails, this first email, second email is the most important email. You got to give them something that they want so that they can look forward to getting your next email. Very valuable stuff. I highly suggest that you use this organically and use one of these that works best with your industry. So like I said, when clients sign up with us, we don't really know if they can sell good or not. I mean, they always say they can, but when it comes to the plate, we will see. So whenever we run this, we will set them up for success on the front end with something like this. Then we start to look at how the leads are coming in, how they're reacting, how the client is selling them, how they're following up with them. We want to make sure everything's working so that we can keep them. And that way, boom, that's where we come into play and say, all right, let's see what we need to optimize in the funnel to make it work better. Because we're always able to make it work better no matter what. All right. If you guys love this video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I got more to come anyway, but I hope this was helpful.